So here's part 2 of my favourite modders. I cannot recommend these guys enough. They are so awesome. I cannot play vanilla. I just can't. Can't. I even have Sims on PS4 and I just can't play it because it's vanilla. It's just too bland. It's just not my game. It's not realistic enough. And so here's my next bunch of modders and I hope you enjoy them. Now you may have noticed my portrait panel, which brings me neatly onto Lumia. Lumia is Keanu. He works for EA, and he has a height slider, hip shape slider, neck, tall and short, and he also has for the height sliders preset, but we also have ear presets and the ear height sliders, but we also have a facial asymmetry slider, which is why I love Lumia so much, because it was always my wish to have Sims who have one eye slightly bigger than the other like my husband, or wonky nose like me, or wonky mouth and chin like me, just because Sims are not symmetrical and all the Sims therefore are beautiful. So I've already done a video on this. I love it. There's a finger thickness slider. There's a finger thickness slider, a hand size slider. Who wants all their Sims to have the same height? Who wants all their Sims to have the same hand size? It's just not realistic, is it? And I'm all about the realistic Sims. Lumia is definitely on my list. Twisted Mexi. Oh, Twisted Mexi. I love you, I do. Better Exceptions. When you first start your game, you'll end up with this. Welcome to Better Exceptions. If you download Better Exceptions, it will help you monitor your last exceptions when they get thrown. You can open your Better Exceptions menu and check for conflicts or run a patch compatibility scanner. You can locate your mods and you can trigger an example. So we trigger an example, this is what will pop up. Oh, it's stopped recording again. Oh, so frustrating. You'd be forgiven for thinking that I love Ryan Gosling, but I don't. It's just because Gully Ho has made these beautiful Sims, and he made Margot Robbie, and so I had to download her. There she is. There she's in my Sim. So I made Barbie love Ken. Oh, just the beauty of modders. Oh, they're so clever. Oh my word, look at that Xavier tattoo. Look at his Sims. Zach Morrison, don't know who that is. Tom Holland, I have him in my game. Styled Stubble. I have all of these. I have gazer eyes. They come up as contact lenses under makeup. There she is. Margot Robbie. Not Margot Kidder. Who's Margot Kidder? She's Lois Lane. Margot Robbie, that's who I've got in my game. There he is. There is Margot Robbie in my game, and she is married to Ken. And this is why I have him. You see, sitting on the floor, eating, what are you eating? Eating waffles. I started a series where I was going to show you all the modders that I use. I recorded quite a lot of footage, and OBS Studios decided to stop working. A lot of the footage that I have, when I split it up into 3 parts, I didn't realise some of the files were tiny until I'd already posted part 1. So now I'm going to have to record it all again. Here we go. Here's my mods folder. I've got a lot. I've done some. I'm going to show you Quto because I absolutely bloody love Quto. Quto has a lot of mods and they're available here. I was first alerted to Quto because of pizza preferences, and this came out way before Home Chef Hustle, and I wanted, in likes and dislikes, you can basically have pizza preferences, which is pretty decent. There are so many mods here. So you've got trait and preference mods, you've got world and towny mods, including home regions, which is very, very cool, and it enables your Sims to it basically stops your townies just replicating all over the world. So Belagoth sort of sticks to Willow Creek. The example they give here is you might want all your high school teens to drift over to Brichester, for example, because Brichester is where they're going to go next, isn't it? If you have university installed. So it's pretty cool. You can set where people go. The other thing I really love is in the Enlist in War mod. The Enlist in War mod is pretty fabulous for Decades Challenge. I didn't do the Decades Challenge online. I was only playing it myself, but I loved it, absolutely loved it. And it just meant that I could send my people off to war during the 40s and the 30s instead of sending them somewhere else to go and live somewhere else where you could bump into them. They literally don't turn up. So there's a 50% chance that they'll die, and they'll die outside your home lot, which is pretty cool. So you can still plead with the Reaper. That's fabulous. And then also you get a veteran mod, and they sort of have PTSD and stuff like that. So it's really, really cool. And they also get a pension, which is pretty cool. It's 600 simoleons, I think it is. Pay attention to this, which I will chuck that in the description, because there are a few things that you need to know with this. So you can change the settings within the settings file, which is generated the first time you play. That is really, really cool. And then the other one that I really, really love is Accidental Add-ons. So it gives you a sketchy lot trait, which makes drunks and sketchy visitors come to your lot at night. There's a new celebrity perk where you get sent stuff in the mail. There's beer ready to drink if you have eco lifestyle and dine out glasses of cheap wine can be added, and with the outdoor retreat, beer is added to the coolers, which is pretty decent, isn't it? And then if you've got the Little Miss Sam's improved spa date tablet mod, cans of beer will be added to the liquor menu of that mod. And if you have Discover University, the different beers from the keg will also be added to the menu, which is pretty damn good, isn't it? If you have witches, there's a new magic spell for drunkies. Realm of Magic, that's what it's called. I do have it, I just don't play it very often. You can cast that on yourself or on another sim and make them instantly drunk. And there's a new debug interaction to make you, you can, assign people as an NPC dealer. So that's pretty decent. There are some issues with it. With City Living, they turn up at the penthouses, but they kind of get distracted by other things. So you have to go and sort of search for them. And then in Strangerville, they kind of get lost in the crowd. So that's an issue. But as long as you sort of keep an eye on where they are. Well, it's downtown in Strangerville, not outside your house in Strangerville. That's fine. When you're downtown, there's so many NPCs and walk-bys that they kind of get lost in the crowd, so be aware of that. So that's Kyoto. There are so many. There's townie demographics. You can tailor townies for each unique characters in the world. The career overhaul, which is way better, a complete rethinking of the game's career pay and promotion requirements. So in my game, Lucy is the opening act, but she has to reach level 5 in any performance skill, have 500 followers, and attend a talent audition, which is now available on her work menu. I don't think you can go between these hours, but we can have a little look. Come on. There we go, right. In the work menu, which I think is this one, attend a talent audition. Yeah, they're only available until 6 p.m, which is unfortunate because it's 20 past 6 now. She hasn't even done one. I can't seem to catch the time. I never really play according to time. I play according to the needs and work days. That's pretty much it. So that is Kyoto. Kyoto just has more realistic mods, and it just makes the game more realistic, which reminds me of A Deep Indigo. So A Deep Indigo, also on itch. I love A Deep Indigo. She makes realistic and more detailed aspects of the game, like with aspirations, careers, gameplay, and overhaul mods. Now I've got a lot of her stuff, so let's go out into my mods folder, A Deep Indigo, and there's gameplay mods, so there's the health ones. Oh, they are so good. Override, simulated endings. Did I not get rid of that? I wanted to get rid of it because I really like the death system in the game, to be honest with you, so that might be why Grimmy's acting a bit strange. So in my game, if I show you, A Deep Indigo has an app on the phone. If you have a look here, we don't have an active blog, so we can't do any of these things. But we do have healthcare services, we have family therapy and support services, we have dental services, we have cosmetic surgery consultation between 9 and 6, we have tattoo parlour, and we have mental health services. Oh no, she's at work now, so we won't go with her. We'll go with someone else. On the phone, we'll go to Deep Indigo. And you have all of these available. There's quite a lot. So you have mental health services, youth activities, dating activities, dental services, family activities. We'll click that. Let's click, tick. So there's all of these you can go to. So you can go bowling. They're all obviously rabbit holes, but that's fine. Oh, hang on. Let's click that. See, I think it's a rabbit hole. Winterfest Market. Oh, look at him stomping in his shorts. He looks ridiculous if I don't say so. Do what Barbie's saying. Right, you're having a bath, right? Yeah, I'm not surprised. It's skanky in here. Right, is that now clean? Yes, clean. Collect the eggs, love. Collect the eggs. Good douche toe. A Deep Indigo is pretty decent. There's a lot of mods. Let's have a look. So we've got there's even an area for using and troubleshooting the mods, which is pretty decent. There's aspirations. I've got all of those. Base game mods. Now, the health mods are the ones. That's how I learned of A Deep Indigo. It was the Get to Work Health Overhaul and the Healthcare Redux. Now, I have both of these. This is a complete overhaul of the Get to Work, but you also can have just more things going on. It's crazy. There's dental care, there's divergent sim, there's eye care, even personal sim hygiene. So when you get out of the shower, don't forget to put your lotion on, or they might have a moodlet saying they've got dry skin. There's also another health system which is for base game only. So if you have Get to Work, don't download that, because you'll just end up with so many health systems and it just gets confusing. And these don't conflict with Private Practice from Sim Realist, which is really cool. And Healthcare Redux, if you have both of that and the Get to Work overhaul, only have the core mods for Get to Work, otherwise you have a lot of replicated stuff and it makes it very impossible to keep track of, because your Sims just develop illnesses all the time because there's just double the amount of things going on. A lot of the modules are the same. The only thing I don't know about is whether there's some meshes involved with this one. There's some meshes in this one, and it says only the core files are required. So, but then when you open the folder, it says required meshes. So I've got both in my game, and I'm assuming they're fine. I've not had any issues with them. There's Odd Jobs for Kids, very, very cool. Dynamic Teen Life, there's an overhaul of the education system, delinquent teens, and a pre-teen mod. There's summer camps, it adds summer camps to kids. 11 new summer camp opportunities for your kid to explore. Silence available on the phone and computer during something. They last for 5 days. Sunday silence are highly recommended. And day camp costs $350, away camp costs $500. So you can sign your kid up for camp and off they go. There's so many. It's really, really cool. Look at all of these. Academic enrichment, arts camp, and this one time at band camp. Gymnastics, languages, leadership, space, sports, STEM, theatre and wilderness camp. How cool is that? Deep Indigo has some really, really good mods. So I seriously recommend that you check that out. The Kyoto and the Deep Indigo, those are essential if you love realistic gameplay. Next to the phone icon over here brings me on to Wonderful Whims. Now, Wonderful Whims, if you have fertility treatment, go to the tanning salon, go to the Wonderful store and check your period. And then you've also got go to the Wonderful store, so we'll click that as well and we'll show you. Check your period. It tells you information about your period. Now, I don't like Wicked Whims. It's made by Turbo Driver. Wonderful Whims is made by the same person as Wicked Whims, but if you don't want your Sims game to turn into a porno, then download Wonderful Whims, because it gives you all the good things but except the porn. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. You just need to drag the whole folder straight into your game. I'll show you my downloads. So there's Wonderful Whims. If you double click that, you just need to drag that one folder straight into your mods folder. No subfolders, just put it straight there. It's got a script file and a package file. That's it. And you just keep that. Wonderful Whims. Brilliant if you want all the features of Wicked Whims without the porno. That's all I need to say about that. They're available on CurseForge, Itch and Mod The Sims. So Mod The Sims, it will tell you when it was updated. If I look at my game, in the Wonderful store, you've got the not so wonderful lice killing shampoo, but I suppose that is wonderful from Wonderful Whims. So you can get crabs still. You get pads, you get tampons and pads, you can get tampons, and you've got birth control pills. We also have chill pills, and there's condoms. So you can get any of these and they will fix your... So you can buy a pack of tampons, for example, click tick, they'll pop up in our inventory, and then you go down here and you open wherever it is. There it is, brand new one. Open the box, and now she's got a bunch of tampons. She's got 10 pads, she's got 6 tampons, and she's got a box there. Now you click here, you unpack the box, and she ends up with a lot more. We've got 20 tampons and 10 pads. Brilliant, really. And then you use the toilet to change a tampon. Go here, click on a toilet, tampons and pads, use a pad, use tampon. And it will tell you when she's on a period. We'll come up with this. There we go. She's got dizziness from premenstrual syndrome, which doesn't seem quite right. Her next PMS is coming up in 7 days. Her next period starts in 0 days, and she's on day 9 of her cycle. So this is the period tracker that you get on the phone. It's all brilliant, absolutely brilliant, and I can't live without it. So there's another realist mod. You can't go without that, can you? So there we go. There's the pills. You can set that to autonomous. I want to see what Barbie and Ken's kids will look like, so I'm not using the auto feature on this at the moment, but you can add it to your favourites and you can, you know, chuck it around and stuff and do whatever you want. Another mod that I really, really love is Little Miss Sam, and I haven't covered her because I've got so many of her mods. Like, I could literally scroll for days and days and days and days and days and days and days until I get to there. Now, if I go Control A, I have 468 of hers. Now, obviously, some of them are script files. So, no, Little Miss Sam, God bless her. She works tirelessly to make sure that the mods are updated as soon as there's a patch. She's amazing. And then you have mod updates turn up on her homepage. Well, I have mod updates there. So, on her homepage, Little Miss Sam, you will have straight away, if there's been a patch, you will have the very first post will be patches. So, if you click here, my site with all possible download links, here's her site, lmsmods.com. She has gameplay mods, small mods, bug fixes, and there's other mods which are, you know, activity chair friends, table kit books under publishing don't really fall under the others. So there's faster gardening, there's just like little tweaks that she, you know, fixes. So more traumatic divorce for children, for example, kiss neck for adults, group dances last longer, faster gardening, always keep a doctor at the hospital, little things, keep books after publishing. I mean, why is it a thing that you don't get to keep the book that you just published? Of course you would. I'm sorry, I get a little bit annoyed when they do things that make no sense. Bug fixes, XML injector mod by Scumbumbo is needed for a lot of the mods, so you can download that there. And then you've got random small mods and you've got gameplay mods. So First Love, Selva Simbe, which came out before we had, what is it, Plopsy, or whatever it is. Unlock and lock doors for chosen Sims. There's a Simda dating app, which is awesome. If you go into my game, you can go to, there's an app for it, Simda dating app. Let's click that and see what happens with it. She's going to have a little look. There you go. Specific date, blind date, female blind date, male blind date, one night stand, enable hookup call, disable hookup call. So there's quite a lot to do. There's an app for for that, there are so many mods. There are 165 gameplay mods, and I have most of them. I also have better cushions. Buy comfortable cushions. You make your couch more comfy. There's also, you can buy a better mattress. I've already bought one. I can't. Oh, there we go. Buy a better mattress. You can buy a better mattress and your bed can be even more comfortable. It's great. There's loads of things you could do with her comfortable cushions and better mattresses. She fixes the butler. She fixes the nanny. There's so many things that she's done that just improve everything, and they're so easy to use. You just chuck them all in her thing. Experimental food servings. You click here, she'll show you. With this mod, you'll have more servings options, 4 and 8 for all experimental recipes. Read more. She'll take you to for all experimental food recipes, which is brilliant. She used the single food servings and cloned those. She's not a CC creator. She's amazing, absolutely amazing, and I love her. So I would recommend with Sam. She basically fixes all the little annoying things about the game. As soon as patch day comes, I want to go straight to her thing and I update everything that's on her site. And the first time you go into her thing, you'll have all the updates that needed to be done. So these 4 are the only ones that were broken, so you can just update those. It's really clever. And then when you click on her page, you go gameplay mods, it literally tells you the date it was updated. So when we had a patch, she's updated these 3. So you click these, you can just download those 3 and then update those. Just make sure you stay on top of it, otherwise it might get conflicted and stuff. But if you've got Twisted Mexie's better exceptions, he'll tell you anyway when they're out of date. If you forget to update all your mods at one time or another, you can, if you have Twisted Mexie, which neatly brings me on to Twisted Mexie actually. Let's have a look at Twisted Mexie. Bloop, bloop. Twisted Mexie has amazing mods. So better build by, organises the debug, there's tool. So now here we go, tool options. You can do all sorts of things here. A lot of builders in YouTube videos use tool because you can change, you can move objects, you can move them off your lot. You can play about with objects that are off your lot. It's really, really cool. There's a smart apply menu. You can search through the options. Now we've got so many options with our Sims. I mean, if you click here, there's just about 1,000 options. It takes so long for my Sims to open up now because I've got so many mods. It just takes forever. I mean, I clicked how long ago? There. Now there's just so many, and when you click on another Sim, it's just takes just as long. Where is he? Here. If you click on him, watch how long that takes. How long's that? I'm not touching it. I haven't touched nothing. Look. Let's see how long it takes. I'll put a countdown timer on it. We shall see. Come on. Oh my god, this is ridiculous. La 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 la. There it is. Okay, so you've got all of these which pop up. I often use one of these because I cannot be bothered to search. So more choices. If you go friendly, look at all these options. I don't know where perform scene is, and often it's under more choices anyway. There you go. Perform scene. Perform a romance scene. There you go. Right, she's going to die now. Oh, I deleted it by accident. That's so annoying, isn't it? When one pops up just as you're deleting. Anyway, so when you now click on a sim with the searchable pie menu, come on. La 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 la. Oh, this is ridiculous. Come on. There you go. You can change the settings, change search mode. So I have it now on the enter. So I have it as you open it. You can have always on. You can press T to open up the search menu, or you can have enter to open up the search menu. And I use enter. I've set it to this. So when I press, if I click here and press enter, I can type in something. Or you can have it always on, or you can have it not on, or it's just, there you go. Search for go, and that will be here. That's the only one. Remember, then that was all you had. If I enter, if I want to go perform, there we go. You can type that in and it pops up like that. How cool is that? That's how quickly it comes up. That's how that works. It's good, right? How cool is that? I really like having this available. Like if I want to find perform scene, she's got to perform a romance scene. She's got, actually in her job, she has to do something. Where is it? Evening order. Something like that. She had to perform a scene to get promoted. What level is she here? Yeah, level 2. She had to perform a scene. I couldn't find it. So it just makes finding things a lot easier if you know exactly what you want to do. So that is incredible. I love it. Well done. Well done. Then there's all the cheats. There's everything. So you can click view all to get all of the mods. There's a lot of mods, and then just fixes a lot of things that you've got problems with the game. You can go back to this. your old user interface before they changed it to the other one. Coastal basements and pools. It just changes a lot of the things that they've made rubbish. Decorative vehicles, like how cool is that? See, I've got a mod that now makes them react to the collapsed Sims. Well, I don't know why they stopped doing that. Like, why did you take that out, EA? It makes no sense, does it? So now they react because I've got a mod that does that. The next one I want to show you is... Oh no, let's go Master Controller. So Deadpool is awesome. Now Master Controller, shift click the floor. Oh, there's home region settings. There it is. World exemption behaviour. So you can change all these things by clicking. It's not shift clicking your sim. Yeah, it's not there. It's on the floor. MCCC. It used to be Twalan's Master Controller. Now it's Master Controller Command Center. I think I've already talked about this one, but here it is. MC Command Center. You can change all these things. Absolutely everything in the game can be controlled from here. You can even open it up on the computer for even more options to do with your town and to do with the world. And also it tells you if you're pregnant or not, and you can change things in here, like MC Pregnancy. You can start a pregnancy. You can start it with anyone. A bit like Science Baby, but you don't have to pay. So pretty decent. There's a lot of options in there, and I really heartily suggest that you check him out. Another well-known one is Zerbu, and Zerbu has the Go to School mod, which was a bit like High School Years before High School Years was invented. This is why, do you know, I take the Go to School mod, for example. Look, mod spawn refresh, void clears increase, default household funds, the high school spawn fix, rename emotions, less music ones, world sort. There's so many by Zerbu. Let's follow Zerbu. There we go. Oh, why am I not in Tumblr? Go to School mod. This basically enables your kiddlies to go to school as well. So it's really, really cool. Each day is a different subject, and you basically build skills while you're at school. So it enables you to follow your child's sim to school. You have to have get to work, obviously. It's very, very cool. It was here before high school, which is why I say they're robbing ideas from modders, because they've got to be. How can the things that... It's just so similar. Look, there's all these little things that was exactly the same. I mean, obviously, the way it was set up in Get to Work was the same. So that's how we've managed to do it like that. But that's the system that we have to use. But it's just exactly the same. Exactly the same. You have an option for if you have high school installed or not. And I think when you download it tells you. So if I go click this, you also need the venue changes, which I would do Basementals, because that includes those and Little Miss Sam's as well. So if you click in this, let's download this and have a little look at what comes. There we go. Chuck them in there, and you've got staff icons. So you've got a little thingy that allows you to put nominate a president. No, what is it? Principal's office or a school counsellor, something like that. And there are different options for if you have high school. I would suggest massively that you do it. And not only does it have those, but I have unlimited likes and dislikes, so I've got like infinity, and there's an increased default household funds. So my 4-person family will have 80,000 to spend. So you can get some nice houses if you have children, because if you have children, you probably already have a bit of money, unless you're a teen sim, of course. So there we go. All the mods, eco footprints everywhere, increased default household funds. It's 50 plus an additional, so you get 50,000 to start, plus an additional 5,000 for each extra member, which is pretty decent. So I would get 65 grand for a 4-person family. Less music one, brilliant. More selectable icons, no university housing restrictions, renames emotions, which I have. Venue changes, but you don't need all of these because you have Basementals are better, because Basemental includes the venue changes and also includes Little Miss Sam's venue changes. So I would suggest you use Basemental's venues. Unlimited likes and dislikes, then there's a world sort, so it places changes the order. So worlds with similar themes are next to each other, which makes sense. There's a lot of custom content. There's Sims 4 mod constructor, which lets you create mods. That's amazing. It lets you include traits, aspirations, social events, lot traits, social interactions, etc. Zerbu is amazing. There's some fixes. There's the older mods, go to school, turbo careers, and experiences, which emotions in the past will impact current ones. Very, very cool. Zerbu is here. I shall include obviously all the links in the description. Love Zerbu. My next mod I'm going to show you is Tripliss. Oh my gosh, Tripliss is amazing. Tripliss. Oh, Tripliss, where would I be without you? Sims mods for this. Literally a door portal was how I came across Tripliss. I was looking for a way of Sims getting around the house a lot quicker, and what happens is you have all these doors. So here I have 2 doors here. One of them is a portal door and one is a normal door, and you wouldn't know the difference except in build mode. That's the portal door. There you go. Portal door, perfect pane. So the portal door, and this is the normal one, perfect pane, portal, perfect pane. So basically your sim will walk through here and reappear on the other side of another portal door depending on where she wants to go. So if I say, come over here, she's asleep at the moment. If I say, come down here and fabricate something, she will appear almost instantly. It doesn't take half an hour to walk to her basement, which is amazing. Let's go, you, a fabricate ego part. Let's click her. She should now get out of the bath and walk across and use the portal door. Let's watch her do it, because I'm pretty sure she will. Whoops. She'll go in there. And there she is. She appears here almost instantly. How long did that take? A couple of minutes, which is really how long it would take you to walk downstairs to your basement. So it's amazing. Love Tripliss. He has a lot of other mods. There are a lot of other mods. Love and hate. Lock your skill gain progress. There's teen exclusive traits, thinking skill, lot traits, nap on the ground, plant sim interactions, block your phone dialogue while you're silenced, child traits. There's just a lot of things. Walk your way. You can set your walk through game instead of just in CAS. Romance gives fun to romantic and alluring trait sims. That makes sense. Yeah, Tripliss. Love him. I recommend them wholeheartedly. Oh, habit. Oh, that is such a good thing. You download habit, you can click on your sim and you can set 5 things for them to do immediate upon waking up, so they can go brush their teeth, have a shower, have breakfast, do your homework, that sort of thing. So it's really, really cool. And I will actually include this link, the whole thing to Habit, in the description, because I think it's worth having. Habit and Portal are the 2 main mods that I have for Tripliss all the time. I adore Tripliss, and I really, really hope he never stops updating those mods. It's not all the doors, but there's a lot of doors in Portal. Very, very good. So I hope that helps you. There are more. Maple Bell has a lot of new traits. Let's type in Maple Bell. Maple Bell Sims 4 mods. Make your own Sims 4 mod. This is a course where you can make a fun mod. She teaches you to download, she teaches you to become a modder. How cool is that? Maple Bell crafts mods, and she will teach you to make mods as well. A lot of modders are doing this now. Who's the other one? Lot 51 will help you to make a mod. So there's quite a few people doing this now. How I create realistic pregnancies in The Sims 4. Sims Medieval Religions mod. So she's whopped around with, you can be Jacobin, Peteran, or agnostic. So you can be with these. I have other religions actually. I have the cow plant one. Do you want your children to do their homework before they come home? Get this mod. High school party event. No need to invite your fellow. They'll just automatically come. Teen stories and activities mod. More than 15 rabbit hole activities. So there are a lot, basically. So if you go over to her Patreon, there's an elders senior trip. You can take your seniors out, and nursing homes. That is so cool. Look, so she does nursing homes. This is the one that I found, and I thought this is absolutely brilliant. So you can have like physical, it's just amazing. Nursing homes that actually work. It's, well, a nursing home may offer the care I need, but I worry about losing my sense of freedom and autonomy. Let's discuss alternative options. Please request permission for nursing home admission. Under deep thoughts, that is. Absolutely not. I've worked hard all my life to create a comfortable home for myself. I'm not ready to abandon it. There must be another solution, Eliza. Well, nursing home? I suppose if it's necessary for my well-being, I'll have to consider it. Very, very cool. And there's obviously moodlets that come with it. You can submit application. It's just incredible. And you don't have to have any download content. This is base game compatible. So it's really, really cool. And then with your nursing home, you can get senior trips as well. So if I click on senior trips, and there's also like internships. She does so much stuff. There you go. Expanded storytelling relationship bits. You can go on a senior trip, and then relationship bits gives you more stuff. You can now set relationship bits using this relationship panel. Still be in the same location, but now the sim does not have to be present for you to be able to set the bits. You do need the XML injector from Scumbumbo. You need the mood pack by Lumpinu. It is Lumpinu to be able to have that, but that's obviously all explained here. The Maple Bell Pie menu, there, you need that. So there's just so much stuff. Very, very cool. And they're all they don't conflict with MCCC. I think most modders now know that MCCC is the main one that people go with or have downloaded. It's the main mod that people have. Most mods you will find do not conflict with MCCC, so which is wonderful. So they will work together. Brilliant. That neatly brings me on to Lumpinu, actually. Lumpinu gets Sim 4 mod, and Lumpinu has a lot of mods. I will show you my mod folder for Lumpinu. Ta-da! There's quite a lot in there. So there's relationships and pregnancy override, which is insane. So there's milestone fixes, milestone cheats, memory panel. So you've got a base game mod for lifetime memories, which is really cool because that's one of the things that I really loved about Sims 2 was the memory system. And I don't think they could ever replace that. I mean, milestones was kind of similar. It is kind of the same thing, but it only comes up the first time, so you can't tell when it happened. Like, there was actually a date order with Sims 2 that was just out of this world. There was also a gender and orientation overhaul. There's talents and weaknesses, and there's custom moods for some game moodlets, which is brilliant. So these are independent mods. There's also other mods that she has Rambunctious Religions. I think I have that. So Congregation of Non-Believers, the Cult of the Cow Plant, Treaders of the Occult, and Worship of the Watcher. So you are the Watcher. and they will worship you. You have a holy book and you start studying faith, really. Start looking for faith. It's brilliant. It is very brilliant. There's friends with benefits called No Strings Attached. There's open love life where you have polyamory, triads, side partners, commitment, preferences, thruples. There's all sorts going on. First impressions is a sentiments thing, and that affects how your Sims relationship will progress. So that's quite brilliant. And then there's the relationship pregnancy overhaul collection, which is brilliant. So there's a core library. There's pregnancy and family preferences, fertility and protection, woohoo transmitted diseases, paternity testing and drama, teen pregnancy and gameplay. There's just so many things. Jealousy and cheating, insemination, pregnancy, adoption, expansion overhaul, custody and permanent separations, termination of pregnancy, pregnancy side effects, miscarriages and pregnancy loss, pregnancy tweaks and special pregnancies, romances and friendships. Now obviously there's a dating app for Meet and Mingle from Lumpinu. I have that on my phone. So I've got the Simda dating app and I have Meet and Mingle. There's a Simda dating app, there's Meet and Mingle, and they both do similar things, but they're just different. So you can decide which one you want to do. Simda dating app gives you a bunch of options in the middle of the screen. So there we go, specific date, all of those, and then this one gives you a few more options with Meet and Mingle. So it's just another way to meet Sims, isn't it? Specify your profile information. Let's have a little look at that. So you can specify your relationship goals, your turn on, your turn off, gender preference, right, attack, custom tagline, profile paragraph, preview your profile, and set your visibility. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to go, I am looking for a serious relationship. So turn on, turn off. So she's turned on by bad babe. Confidence. Turned on by funny. Turned on by loads of things. Gosh, there's loads, isn't there? Parent material. There we go. She wants to have babies. Main menu. You can auto match a semi-blind date, a fully blind date. Browse all your profiles. Browse profiles with filter. Private messaging. Settings. Specify your profile information. Specify your pendant. I prefer woohoo. I prefer masculine. Romantic. I prefer masculine. This does not conflict with MCC woohoo. MCCC woohoo, which is great. And then you can write a custom tagline and profile. We can go to the settings and we can have all of this. You can turn it on and off if you want to. So there's quite a lot going on. It's amazing. Talents and weaknesses. If I click on her, we'll have a little look at the RPO mod. Relationships, family and pregnancy. So there's a lot of things you can do in here. Reproductive health. You can set risk of pregnancy loss, set fertility rate, set the pregnancy and impregnation aspects, make her able to get pregnant. Adoption. You can fill in, cannot do this while an event is in progress. Well, Winterfest is going on. You've got insemination and surrogacy. You can carry a baby for another sim, attempt artificial insemination. Jealousy and infidelity. Decide to always be faithful. You can make change her jealousy. Levels, pregnancy and family. Thoughts on being pregnant. Thoughts on having children. You can set all this stuff independently. Reproductive health. Set fertility rate for Barbara. Fertility 23? 0 and 100. That's why we're having trouble. Well, I'll change in that. 80. Dink. That's why I've been having trouble. Anyway, I'm going to go get her pregnant soon. She's had fertility treatment. Apparently there was nothing wrong when she went to the gynecologist, so now we know. Pierre Sim. I think he's CC actually. Carl Sims. Carl is Carl for Sims Guides. I don't know if you know about Carl for Sims Guides. I think everyone does. He actually makes things that are really cool. Try to make friends is really cool. You can click on another sim and try to make friends, and it just spams loads of friendly interactions. So you can also do it on your phone. Try to make friends. I think you can meet new sims. Well, it might be done. Oh my god, he's massive. What's happened? What's happened to me? There must be a conflicting thing in there. I've probably got Lumias and Goalie Haws in there. He just seems a lot bigger than normal, doesn't he? What's happened to you, dude? At least your arms are on the outside. You're not disappearing inside, like they do in Sims 2. We'll go to home. Sociable? It must be social. Social something. Social. Get to know new Sims. Chat with new Sims. So you can do that online. And then there's one on the computer you can do it as well. Chat with new Sims. So that's quite cool. We'll go chat with new Sims. There we go, and we can decide who she wants to talk to. So you can just find anyone in here. Let's talk to Angela Pleasant. She seems like a nice thing to talk to. Let's talk to her. So there are a lot of modders out there, and if you're looking for something, I would suggest you just type in what you want and see if something comes up. And if not, go to a Discord and have a word with someone, or come into the comments and I'll try and help you find something. If there's something specific that you're looking for, we'll try and help find something together. Okay? There's just so many. Chingyu has new traits. Instant Kaz story. That's really cool. It gives Sims certain skills. So you don't just start off bland. You have to generate a story. So they have the likes and dislikes, that sort of stuff. You need to delete the packs that you have. There's a list of Sims 4 codes here. If we go there, it tells you all the names of all the EPs, GPs, SPs and KPs. and all the numbers, so you can know what packs you have by what code they have. Install the ones that you've got, and then it just assigns things from each pack to your sim already. So new sims it created, like new NPCs, will already have it done. I think there's a setting for that. So there's a setting for you to assign individually. You can reassign them, or you can have a setting where none are assigned and you have to do it yourself, or they're all assigned. So it's really, really cool, and I would suggest getting that. And then the other one that Chingy does is custom preferences with strengths and weaknesses, and that's a little bit like the talents and weaknesses from Lumpinoo, but they don't conflict. They're pretty decent. There's so many CC traits: artistic, absolute pitch, humble, high strung, high spirited, hyper, impassive, impulsive, barfly, gym bunny. There's so many traits. I deleted all of Chingy's traits because there were just so many. Because you can only choose 3, it's really complicated for me. When you go to Vicky's Patreon page, there's the latest monthly mod news is here, and then all the downloadable content on Patreon is here once it's loaded. Vicky has sorted out her collection, so you can find the game mods, all the download pages, news announcements, and custom traits there. So that's really cool. I love it when a modder updates their collections. It makes for an easy life. Oh, look at that. Sharing is caring replacement. I don't like sharing is caring, but she's replaced it with a friendly neighbourhood. Everyone will be nice to each other. That's awesome. Lovely, absolutely lovely Chingyu's mods. Ro Berkey has meaningful stories and also fitness controls, and Ro Berkey's meaningful stories, I love it actually. If you click on your sim and have it look at meaningful stories, more, there's Ro Berkey. So we can go fitness controls and meaningful stories. We're going to click meaningful stories, and we have mood settings, environment settings. So we can have environment overhaul as enabled. Emotional environment moodlets from objects with an emotional aura will be gained and lost slowly over time. We've got mood settings, true happiness, emotional inertia settings for letting your sims feel things for longer. So it just makes the emotions just so much better. There's an unofficial patch settings for fixes and bugs and issues in the game. Variable moodlets, so you can have variable eternal sadness. The occasional moodlet from the vampire eternal sadness weakness will sometimes be weaker, and occasional moodlets from all emotional traits will sometimes be longer. So that makes more sense, doesn't it? Tutorial settings, you can even help you do all these tutorial tips to teach you about the mod. How thoughtful is that? Learn how you can support the future of these mods, which is brilliant. Fitness controls. Fitness changes multiplier. So all fat and muscle changes will be multiplied by this value. You can control your sim's metabolism. No NPC fitness change. So the fat and muscle sims will change only when they're in the active household, which is brilliant. Other fitness modifiers. So there's no high metabolism is disabled. So when enabled, the fat and muscle sims with a high metabolism will decay normally. So we haven't got that. And the underweight teen fix. When enabled, teen sims will gain and lose fat at the same age as adults. Physique limit settings, other fitness modifiers, and support and early act. Physique limit settings. Creating a sim limits are exaggerated. Oh, controls the upper and lower limits. There are presets that come with the mod, so you can choose one limits preset file when you install. Heavy fat limit 3, lean low fat limit 1.7. There's a fit and a bony muscle limit. So you can change all of these in the game. It's just so cool. There's just so many sim modders that will change the realism of the game, and I am very grateful to all of them because they're all awesome and they all make the game so much better. So I hope that helps looking at the modders that I have in my game to make my game that much better. There's so many modders out there that I love. I can't possibly cover everyone because the video would just take forever. I hope you have more fun in your game, basically. If there's any mod that I haven't covered that you want and you like the idea of and you can't find it online, chuck it in the comments and I'll have a look and see what we can find. I'll help you find a mod if you need one that I haven't covered. Something similar, or see if we can create one. I've never done it before, so let's have a go at that. That could be quite fun. If there's any other modders that you think I should cover, let me know in the comments below and I'll do another one. Like, comment, ping, subscribe, notification bell, all of that stuff. Hopefully see you in another video soon. So God bless you and thank you very much for watching. Mwah.